Hey everybody, it's Mike, and I'm coming to you live and direct on this beautiful April day, coronavirus and all, just to give you an update on my baby, 2009 G37xS. I'm gonna talk a little bit about this car from front to back. Last time you saw it was on the dyno. On the dyno, it had the Burke high flow cat on it, and it had the K&N drop-ins. I chose the K&N drop-ins because the K&N drop-ins dyno to do like 11-12 horsepower, and then the most cost effective. You know, you might put that Stirling Gen 3 on $500 more and only get 5 horsepower. That's not my thing, you know. So I did the K&N drop-ins. I did the Burke high flow cat because that's one of the, even though there is a little rasp, it's a cost effective option, still get the job done. I didn't want the test pipes because I wanted to stay legal and I get it inspected. So that was, and I had the ECU tech. You know, the ECU tech got me about 7 horsepower for torque. Gains maximum. But it's not really about the maximum. It's about the power band. The whole power band got straightened out, and I got as much as 20 or 30 foot-pounds of torque and horsepower at certain points in the band. So the whole mid-range is different. This car drives like a totally different car with the ECU tech. Manages the torque better than the up rev. Got to do your research. So I'm gonna talk about what I added next. What I added next is for this video, I got my undertray was all torn up, the plastic undertray. So I got the Z-Speed aluminum undertray, which I really like a lot. Protects the motor, especially on lower cars. Some people say it's more aerodynamic, but I don't really think it is. I think the boys in Japan know what they're doing with that plastic. But there you go. Here's the Z-Speed undertray. But again, because the way it dips down in the front, I don't think it's as aerodynamic as the plastic, but that's my own personal opinion. But it does offer a lot of protection for cars that's lowered. Which brings me to my next element of this mod. Recent mod is I got the springs. I had to do the Swift springs. I didn't want coilovers because most of the coilovers drop too far low for street driving. Didn't want it. And a lot of them are too stiff too, even though you can get softer options. So I got the Swift springs, the 1 1/4 drop in the front, 1 in the back, and then I combined them with the KYB springs, the KYB shocks, the new KYB shocks. And then I got the SPC front and rear camber kit to put everything in line. Now on top of that, I added these Michelin Pilot Sport AS Plus 3 tires, which they're basically all-season tires that drive like a summer tire. Unbelievable traction. When you lower this car and you get the camber kit, you get these beautiful tires, man, this thing handles like a monster. And the all-wheel drive traction control is just beautiful. So I'm gonna talk about the suspension a little bit more. One thing I didn't do on purpose is the Hotchkiss sway bars. A lot of y'all gonna say, why didn't you do the Hotchkiss sway bars, man? Those are dope. Well, I'm gonna tell you why. Because this car has an independent front and rear suspension. And if you do your research, you learn that tying these sides of the suspension together actually reduces the independence of it and can actually lose grip, even though you get stiffness. Stiffness doesn't always mean grip. You got to do your research. So now I've reduced the body roll significantly. This whole setup is stiff. Don't let anybody tell you these Swift springs with these KYB shocks are stiff, but I love that. This thing handles like a monster, no body roll, well, a little bit, you know what I mean? But I still haven't compromised the independence. Even though it has the stock sway bars, I haven't further, decreased the independence by upgrading those. That was purposeful, you know. So that's my decision, man. I'm doing this video because not only do I want to show what I love, but also give back to the G37 community that really helped me make some wise decisions. So we go back here. I just added the NVIDIA Q300 exhaust. I debadged the letters. You can see that G37xS. But I got the NVIDIA catback exhaust with the Burke high flow cat with the K&N drop, and I'm gonna give you a little taste of what that's about. It sounds beautiful, just for those who don't know. If you didn't know, now you know. The NVIDIA is a beautiful exhaust. I chose that for a reason too, because when you're driving around normal, it's not that loud. It's only a little bit louder than the stock. But that's with no high flow cat. You add the high flow cat, you know, it does what it's supposed to do. And it gives you that 2.25 diameter in a real dual exhaust all the way back, not the single pipe that splits into two. And I like these stock wheels. I don't know if I said that already, but I love these stock wheels. One thing people don't understand is the Japanese are very smart. And not only these wheels, 24 pounds, they're only 5 pounds heavier than the OZ Leggera lightweight wheels, 6 pounds heavier than the RPF 1, whatever. But you can see that the weight is mostly in the center. So that's not going to contribute to the, it's going to be the same unsprung weight, but it's not going to be centrifugally the same. Next mod I'm going to do is probably the 2-piece rotors, decrease 10 pounds per corner. I just got new rotors, so I'm not worried about that. I got these new rotors that are just regulars before I learned about those. So that's basically what I'm working with. This car's got about 370 horsepower at the crank right now, which I really wanted. I've been wanting to get it up to 370 because it's a G37, something like the S2000 with 100 horsepower per liter. You know, that's really a sign of that Japanese, you know, Asian influence, man. Geniuses, you know. So again, just want to share with the G37 community and give a big thanks to all the help you guys have gave me, and give it back hopefully to someone who wants to learn more. Hope you like the video. Hope you subscribe. If you have any questions, drop them below, and I'll do my best to get back to you. Much love.